Hello everybody and welcome back. We are going to be giving ourselves the Walther as well as give ammo. So the Walther is a pistol that is kind of I think part of like there's two default weapons, the Kar98K and the Walther P90. P380 rather. And essentially I feel like they were kind of the testing guns. One rifle, one pistol, and as such, they have very similar stats, I feel. Essentially, this is like a Colt, however, it has the headshot damage of like the Kar98K. Pretty much down to a T. Literally, you know, being a one-shot kill until round 4, in which it's no longer a one-shot headshot. So it's very similar to a Kar98K. I do feel like this would have been, I feel like this is just like literally before they put in any weapons, they were like, we'll just throw in like 2 weapons, we'll see how it goes, and then they did the Kar98K and the pistol, and have the pistol, you know, you run around, you shoot a few times, and then you have the Kar98K, which you know, think about more. Oh, there we go. But, yeah. Very, very interesting weapon indeed. And if you've seen Crazy Rabbit's, one of Crazy Rabbit's recent videos, he actually talks about this pistol in cut content. So, if you like my type of content, Crazy Rabbit is easily a person who I highly recommend. He's really funny, he has a bit of dark humor, but I actually really like that. So for me personally, I really like his content, and I really like his jokey personality. But yeah, so highly recommend them. I know that they're way bigger than I am, but you got to give respects to people who you enjoy watching at the end of the day. And I would be remiss if I were to say that I did not enjoy a good rabbit every now and then. Ooh, hello there. How do I go from hitting these gnarly shots to like hitting my ass on the ground? There we go. Oh, well, we don't want to grab that yet. But essentially the great part of this pistol is that you basically aim it at heads. And you just attempt to shreds. Okay.
Look at all the flesh flying.
And I do feel like this could be a 600-point weapon. Pretty easily. We'll grab this now. It does give us more points than we would ordinarily have. I would ordinarily go for a box spin, but for this one, I feel like we'll just use the Thompson as our secondary. So as soon as we run out of ammo, we'll be using that. We do need to get a really lucky jug spawn, which can be very irritating, obviously, but hopefully we can pull through. As you can see, I was hitting a lot of body shots there. But the first one, I believe, was a headshot at least. But he is at a distance, so maybe the damage could be calculated differently. Okay, that one was a double headshot, so you can tell now that it's definitely not as useful anymore. With the recoil, it has a very vertical recoil with the firing. There we go. Man, so feisty today. But yeah, we'll basically just be using the Thompson, which is like the most reliable weapon I think they've ever made. Literally like puts out damage, does everything you want it to do, is just genuinely really useful. Grab that. I know I'm wasting points technically, but at the end of the day, it's fine. It's round 4.
Oh shit! I think its skull just hit next week.
We'll do this for a little bit of an exploit, as there'll now be more zombies to kill with this double points.
Not your sea rations.
Okay, that was all of them. There's only 3 that spawn in the swamp when you buy a door. Okay. Jug, yes, thank God. So we'll find this final zombie, we'll give him a good old hugging. Oh, there's more than one. Interesting.
Ammo's getting low, but I ain't worried.
Ooh, there's more. Oh, not much. I was thinking for a good second there, like, oh, I kinda could maybe get enough points, and I think if we really go to maximize it, we can actually get enough points for Jug. And I would really like to get Jug. I think one of the best ways, if you're ever really needing a few points, essentially doing what I'm doing here is one of the easiest ways to do it. Okay, we have enough points now. If we get a headshot. There's one more over here that we can do. There we go. So even if we screw up somehow and get a super mega ultra 360 body shot one shot, we still will have enough for Jug. This really helps. The other thing about doing it on this map that's really nice, I like how the inside of the weapon literally is non-functional. There is no hole for the bullet to go into because it's just blanked over. Okay. But like, if we look at this real quick, the barrel there doesn't exist. Okay, it's a dog round, which means we'll be able to get our precious perks back. So now that we have this, we'll essentially now go for some. Oh my god. I hate dogs in this game, man. They're so unbelievably difficult to deal with. It literally does make you actually, like, fear dogs in this game. Which is insane to think about, considering that this is, you know, World at War. And, like, you look at this area, and, like, you know, it's oddly beautiful, being in this. Like, there's a lot of trash everywhere, but, like, when you really focus on the nature of things, it's really nice. But then you look at the buildings and you're like, oh, well, that's pretty sketch. So the next door we'll be buying is the typical, just good door to buy on this map. So don't expect it being super crazy or anything. But first, I would very much so appreciate spinning the box once. Oh, that's very useful.
Double points. Hell yeah! Perfect weapon for the
Essentially a better weapon. Okay. Okay. But as you can see, even though this weapon isn't the best weapon, it can still kind of do stuff, which do things rather. Which I really appreciate about it. Because, just a few well-placed headshots can really, neutralize some zombies. I hate Sheena Numa's, spawning. It scares the hell out of me almost every single time I play it. Okay. Every single time, as well as with the audio cues, it's like...
Is it just me, or is it raining blood around here?
Well, not you.
Sorry, zombie. I ain't nobody's meat snack. Get your hands off me, bag brain. I need to get some slugs.
Well, slugs aren't going to be very good. Boop. May as well have done that. Well, that's good for me.
That's right.
What we'll use for this, though, is we really want to get either speed call or double tap. I personally would want double tap. So what we'll do here is open up a door I feel like this door is the door that is least useful at all times. I almost thought that was a miniature mystery box. My god, my aim. That zombie behind us is now the final zombie. Speakle. That's useful at the end of the day. We'll get into position, but we'll take you out first. Okay. I do love how there's the little rafty thing up there. That, you know, parachutes you to your location. It's kind of cute. But, yeah. So, like, the Walther's pretty good, and I think this map, can pretty easily show its strengths a bit more. Due to the fact that the real weakness of it is both, the weaknesses are aim, and essentially, or more so, it's just kind of just, it needs headshots, it needs fire rate, and it needs a good training area to really get it going. And as we all know, Numa is great for essentially all of those. It does have inconsistent double tap, however you can live with that in zombies. Okay, we'll go around this way, and then run up to here, which we can now wrap around again, and then just fire recklessly, essentially. And then we can simply do some more stuff. And then we'll wrap around again. And we'll back into here. Ooh, that is so useful.
I'm gonna need a clip soon.
Although we don't have the use for it just yet, I will now go and actually grab this speed cola, because it is going to actually be very useful later. And then we can kill this final zombie here. But as you can see, it's not bad as a weapon. Like, it does improve. Dude, oh my god, Jesus.
I love bossa nova. Get your hands off me.
Like, you've heard of fucking Varrock sprinters. Have you heard of Numas? I wonder what a name for what, like, you know, famous, because you call the rock sprinters Usain Bolts. I wonder what legendary, you know, Japanese athletes are. I've never really watched the Olympics, so I've only really ever heard things from, like, you know, when you do school. That's kind of good for us to have that be the first zombie thing. You never really go into this cabin much, but it's a really nicely, you know, kind of designed cabin. A little alcove for you to be in while you wait to die. Just infest the ponds with a bunch of undead horde. Sounds like a good idea to me. The main problem with any strategy on Numa, especially when, oh my god, zombies, you need to stop being so loud. Especially when you want a certain perk, is you might just not get that perk, because it might be in this room here, which you never want to open for obvious reasons. Jesus, look at these men. They sprint faster than I do, because I don't sprint. Okay. Jesus. This man's made me scared for a moment. Really giving me a bit of a scare.
This thing's empty. Need ammo.
Yeah, we know. Okay. There you two are. So now it's just the crawler again. Okay, my mouse has stopped working for some reason. Come on. Thank God we weren't like actively shooting when my mouse decided to fuck up.
Double tap root beer.
That's what we want. Just, I want you to listen at this noise.
Hey, freak bag. He ain't that good.
I love that. Where is this final zombie? I wonder. It'd have to be some sort of crawler, right? Well, while we wait, we can always... The problem is that we might not have enough ammo. However, no matter what, we can always get a spin of the box and be fine. Like a $50 discount.
You gotta be faster than that, maggot sack.
We'll give it another spin, see what we get.
Draw, motherfucker.
It's not as good, but it's just as funny.
No gun juice. Damn.
And it can be as useful.
Hell yeah.
It's essentially it's basically just a shotgun with a better reload, more bullets, and gives you more points. Because it has the same movement speed. Okay, we'll go into here now. Oh, well that helps. That does essentially everything we wanted to do. Awesome. I hate the sounds of the undead in the morning. I don't believe that I do not like this. Yeah. We can actually go for that double tap now. We've been extraordinarily lucky, by the way. To essentially get the Walther P38, as well as have every single door that we have opened be doors in which there are the perks that we want. All three of them. We've literally gotten a god run, which is essentially a 25% chance of happening, because it just means that you're hoping, instead of like calculating it weirdly, you can just calculate it as the reverse odds, which because you could do, oh, it's a 25% chance 3 times of it happening, or in this case, because there's only 4 outcomes, although there's, you know, a bunch of outcomes, there's probably like 16 outcomes. 3 of those outcomes, no, there's 12 outcomes, and 3 of them are the same for us. But, oh man, it's so much better now. But yeah, I think this thing is actually going to be kind of beastly. Not good, but like, wall weapon, like M1 Garand good. Okay, and this is good. This means we can actually do it against some dogs, see what we get.
Got something for you.
We'll see how it goes, and then we can do some training. Okay, so it does kill. Can confirm, can kill. Especially if you're on the move a little bit more. Like, it can kill. Like, it can actually kill zombie dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a bit close, but it can still kill zombie dogs. But yeah, this is going so much better. I'm actually so much more happy. I'm like much happier with this than I was with the Varrocked one. We're actually getting a bit of progress. We're actually showing off the weapon. I think Shino Numa is kind of underrated, especially because I haven't done many videos on it.
Stay there this time.
Yeah. It can actually, like, it's not as good as the RK5 by any means, but for a World of War weapon, like, it's pretty okay. like, it kills like it's round 11 unpack-a-punched. And I think that's the big thing here that you have to really think about is it's an unpack-a-punched weapon in World at War. And it's still kind of being okay. And that's something that's really good. Yeah, we'll essentially just do this. Make sure we're fine. And then we'll wrap around here, grab this, insta-kill, and then we'll kill the rest of the round with this.
Time to kill. I'll wade in your guts, maggot sack. I'm gonna need a clip soon.
One for you, and one for me.
Double points. Boom, freak bags.
But basically, I think we've basically shown off essentially how okay, good, bad the weapon is. So essentially now, the game is essentially now just the Magnum show, and then next time we get a max ammo, it's probably going to be we die. Oh man, okay, now this weapon is fallen off. So now the shotgun is better, essentially. Maybe not. Okay. But I really love Numa. I've never really known about the good strat. Frick frack. This Nick Snack is back. Put a like if you remember that awesome Markiplier moment. Did I use that last bullet? No, I did not. Sneaky, sneaky. Actually, we can do an even funnier sneaky by doing this. Which will essentially kill the entire horde for us. There we go. Wasn't lying when I said the entire horde, essentially. Surprised we haven't gotten a dog round yet, honestly. I know we got one, but like, okay, as I said, it would essentially be fine until we got the weapon again. And it doesn't help that I almost killed myself. Okay. 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 But with this loop, we're essentially good for a while. At least it feels like that way. Like it's that way. Have a look-see around the corner first, and then focus on it. I love me! Some good Walther P38 content on YouTube by Haylender. Like and subscribe. We're actually pretty close to the milestone in which I'll do all of the upgraded weapons tier list, and it will look way better than the previous one. I personally was kind of unsatisfied with how that one went. We'll see if we can get the Wonder Waff. No. Okay. Well, we have dogs again, which is good.
The Devil's Dogs. No match for the U.S. Marines.
I wish I could play Zero Top. So intimidating dogs are in this game. Whew. Okay. Let's get this reloaded. We actually saved a few bullets, so we're actually kind of better now than we would have been otherwise. It is really sad that this is the room that has the Easter egg in it, and also has the STG-44, which is why I traded it for the Type 100. Because essentially at that point there was no reason to use it. I want to see how much of it. Okay, it still kills in a clip. Pretty fairly too. Wasn't a bad anything. Throw one out there. Okay. I think it's a 4-shot headshot at round 15. Yet again, not bad for a World at War weapon. Horde, and then looking. There are zombies coming, so I only can get one clip in safely. Okay, we'll get a good loop around to see how this goes. Okay, we'll just run for it now. We'll just run for the I think it's insta kill. Yes, it's an insta kill. We'll run back in here. Oh, they all tried to go through the swamp. That's funny. It seems to have a little bit of Pierce, which is interesting. Stop that.
Sorry, zombie. I ain't nobody's meat snack.
And with this zombie here, I think we'll basically roll the mystery box until we get the Wonder Waff. Because that'll be probably better than the Magnum. But round 15 is pretty damn good. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, I assumed something like that would happen.
Fucking teddy bear.
But yeah. So essentially, you open up everywhere on the map except for here. Because if you open up here while you're looping around this area here, it means that zombies from upstairs can easily come down. Which will open up more routes for zombies to spawn in. But if you don't have it like that, it works better. Okay, cool. We can still get a lot of spins in. And I want to get the Wonder Waff. But if we don't get the Wonder Waff, it's still fine. Man, it's so weird. Oh, you know what? You know what? Just for the fans, we will, and because I have way too much money, we will go for the funny haha. So essentially on this side, you can spend a little bit of money, I believe. Huh, how is it not activated? I've bought this location. Do you have to like physically like interact with something at the place to activate it first? If so, that's kind of annoying.
Slide
You do.
ride. Sweet.
Oh, and then it instantly comes down for you. Okay. This is probably my favorite one because with the underground here, it makes it feel.
Good old-fashioned lightning gun.
It scared me for a minute. It scared me because it went to the PPSH, which is still a really good weapon. I would easily do that. Hello. Why is this not working? Why isn't this not working? This is weird.
Running low on gun juice.
There you go.
I need to get some slugs.
Whee!
I need to get some slugs.
I guess he really likes. Maybe he's French. Maybe he likes eating snails and shit. Hello,
Ammo's
friend.
getting low, but I ain't worried. Damn, no ammo. Not your sea rations.
But yeah, the Wonder Waffer DG2 is really good on this map. And I really hope that I can show it off. We do have a dog. We don't have a dog round, which is good for us. And I'll throw 2 grenades out immediately, just for the funsies. But essentially, the way and the reason why this map is so unfair is essentially for the zombies, not for the player. It's essentially because if you don't buy this door, if you get everything but that door, and you don't need double tap for the strategy, so it's a 50-50. It's a 25% chance that the perk's in there. So there is that to consider. But generally speaking, it's a very unlikely occurrence that it'll be in there. Essentially, you can just do that, and then you're basically done. The only problem is ammo. Usually, I think people use the trench gun. We'll give it a shot and show you guys. But, yeah, pretty damn good. If it was a Winchester Magnum, in actuality, we're only using weapons mainly that are starting with W. Because you have the Walther, you have the Wonderwolf, and you have the Winchester Magnum.
Insta-kill. Time to kill.
It is sad that there is no contact.
Right in your guts, maggot sack.
I really want to grab that. I don't know if the Wonderwolf glitch exists in this game. Whoops. But if it does, we might not be having much of a game left. However, considering the fact that I want to show off the... Okay, it still kind of kills in a clip. That's not the craziest, I know. But, like, it's still impressive. To me. It's impressive to me, and that's what matters. Is appeasing me, the king of the Skull Servants.
Hasta la vista, meatbags. Did you see that?
King of the Skull Servants was my, is a moniker on, like, Discord, I guess. I've been Zombie Cody King, though, so that's more where that comes from. Look how many crawlers there are! You can be Timothy, you can be George, you can be Jerry, you can be Elaine, and you can be Forgettable. I can't remember his name, I'm sorry, which is why I said Forgettable. But hey, we actually kind of used an entire round with it on round 17. There obviously is the problem on this map in general when it comes to...
Four-legged freak sacks. Just more shit to blow up.
Hey, I wasn't too far off. I'm probably gonna die, but it's worth a try. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna fry a fly. It's kind of sad. Okay, yeah, we died. But it's really sad seeing the dogs convulse like that. Like, it's really upsetting. But I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed watching me use the Walther P38, a weapon that was never in the game for proper use, unless Plutonium came around or you modded your game system. But with that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.